Welcome to the Living the Dream podcast with Curveball. If you believe, you can achieve. Hello and welcome to another episode of Living the Dream with Curveball. I am your host, Curveball, and as you know, this show is about achieving the dream. Well, we're going to be talking to somebody that can show you how to achieve your dreams. She is Lynn Owens. She is a chief dream encourager as well as a mindset coach. So, Lynn, thank you for joining me today. Lynn Owens, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. I am Lynn Owens, and I am a mindset and business coach, and I help people begin to utilize their mind to achieve their dreams. And that may sound kind of far-fetched or distant, but the reality is our mind has been programmed one way. And I like to help my clients to begin to unpack their thoughts and observe their thoughts and achieve their dreams.
Well, I know sometimes people just need a little bit of word of encouragement or just that final push so they can even start trying to achieve their dreams.
Absolutely.
What got you started? What got you started in what you're doing?
So, my story is one that I have always been a student of personal development. And I read all the books, did all the things, and then I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I thought this can go two ways. Either I can go in fear or I can operate in absolute faith. And in order to operate in faith, that's using our mindset. Okay. So I chose in the moment that I got my prognosis over the telephone, or my diagnosis rather, to use my mindset and to operate in my faith system. And from there, I went through surgeries, came home the next day after surgery, went through chemotherapy, and all of those are Western practices, I know. However, there was a real ebb and flow. So between April and December, I did diagnosis, surgery, come home the next day, chemotherapy. But it was because of the state of mind I was in. So that what was the catalyst for my absolutely understanding and knowing the power of mindset. And it sparked my interest to serve and to be of service to other people.
Well, you're so passionate about mindset. You even started a company. Tell us about your company and everything that you provide for your clients.
Absolutely. So at Manifest Big Dreams, what we do is I help clients around the globe, number one, get clear on what their dream is. And so often people come to me and they say, well, Lynn, I really want to achieve financial freedom. And so when we start unpacking the money, it's the money that they want, but more importantly, it's that feeling of ease, the feeling to be able to travel and move about freely. It's the feeling of security they're looking for. It's the feeling of being open to opportunities and things of that nature. So when we start unpacking what they want, the money is one part of it, but we all know that there are lots of people that have lots of financial wealth and they're very unhappy people. So what I help clients do is, first of all, get clear on what your goals are. You know, we say it's money, but when we start pulling back the layers, it's more than money. And then I help clients observe their mindset. I grew up hearing things like money doesn't grow on trees. Well, when I go in the store, don't you ask for anything? Don't you look at anything? Because I'm not going to buy you anything. And so that develops a belief and a thought of lack, that there isn't enough. Well, the reality is there is enough money to go around. There's no shortage of money. It's a shortage of us having an abundance of thoughts of prosperity and believing in ourselves. So I help clients get clear on their goals, then begin to shift their beliefs. And because we think the same 60,000 thoughts we thought yesterday, so many times we're operating in a space of insufficiency and lack, and we think we're operating in prosperity. So I help clients unpack all of this and then begin to help them align with their dreams by adjusting their thoughts.
When you say you help clients unpack their thoughts, go deeper into detail how you do that because a lot of people have all types of dreams, whether it's money or starting a podcast, writing a book. How do you take each individual client or whatever dreams they might have and help them unpack for those specific dreams?
Absolutely. That is a great, great question. So, the first thing I do is I listen to what my clients are saying. And as clients are talking, I'm writing it down. So I'll use a previous client that I had. We were talking, and her dream was to scale her business. And so I asked her, I said, well, what's standing in the way of you scaling your business? You're able to talk to people, you have a network. Tell me what's stopping you. And she said, well, I don't have time. I have kids, I have a husband. I just don't have time. Well, that's a thought, that's a mindset because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. But in order to achieve our dreams, we have to understand how to manage our time. We have to begin to think like a CEO before we step into the CEO role. And so oftentimes I help my clients unpack their thoughts, and in her case, it was scaling her business. So, how does a CEO think? Well, a CEO doesn't do all the tasks. If you're a CEO, you have maybe an administrative assistant or a virtual assistant, you have support. So, one of the first things I said to her was, you're the CEO. You've got to shift your mindset. You have time. What can we delegate? What can we scrape off your plate? And so she said, well, I don't have the money. Well, that's a belief, that's a mindset. And even though you may not physically see the money in your reality right now, wherever we are in our current reality is a product of thoughts that we previously thought, because our thoughts are actual things. So as I went through with her and began to look at time and help her delegate, she had teenagers. So some of the tasks that she had been doing, we reassigned to her children so that that would clear her plate, put her in a CEO role. And even though at that time she wasn't paying them, okay, it wasn't about the money, it was about opening the opportunity and her beginning to delegate. It was about her creating that space in her life. So, those are the types of things that I do. I literally invite everyone listening to begin to write down your thoughts. Begin to become a student of your thoughts, because more than likely, many of the thoughts that you're thinking are thoughts that you were told as a child or that you adopted during a different season of your life, and they don't even serve you anymore. You've just clung to them.
So, what kind of qualifications would someone need to have to do what you do? Because maybe somebody could start doing this in their community or encouraging their friends and families? What would someone need to do to be able to do the things that you do for your clients?
Absolutely. There are many coaching certification programs around. Someone could begin to coach life coach certification. That would be one way to start. Something else that I tell people though, find what you are passionate about. I am passionate about coaching people. I am passionate. When I first started coaching, I coached people for free. I just wanted to coach. I just wanted to help people. So, if your passion is coaching and serving and uplifting people, find opportunities to do that in your life now. And other opportunities will open up for you. But find your passion, because when you find your passion, you find your wealth, you find your health. So often we pursue things that we're not passionate about because we're thinking about money or status or just all the things. But really and truly, there is a place for everybody's gift. So if it's coaching, bloom where you're planted. Bloom where you are planted. Begin talking to people, encouraging people, helping people find solutions, because that's all people really want is a solution for their situation. So I have had very few clients come to me. I think I've had one to be exact, and say, "What kind of coaching certification do you have?" Coaching certification isn't the key. People want a solution. And so if you're solution oriented and you want to genuinely help people, then coaching is for you. And it's not for everybody. And that is okay, because there's room for all of our gifts. But with that being said, follow your passion.
That's a great answer. Do you have
Thank you.
any do you have any projects coming up, like any books or any online courses to get this information out to the world?
So, listeners, I don't have any particular projects coming up. I am working on a scripting guide. Okay. It will be absolutely positively free. And so, you know, in talking to other coaches in my community and people that I'm connected with, they've said, "Lynn, you're doing this for free." And I am doing it for free because it's important for me to get the information in the hands of people. So I am creating a scripting guide, because we need a clear vision of our life. People need a clear vision of where they're going. And so often we don't have a clear vision. We just know that we want the window the office window with a great view, a luxury car, and some nice clothes. But there's more to life than that. What we really want is happiness and joy and peace and love. So I'm creating a scripting guide to help people learn to write down their dreams and then journal about them. Use that imagery and that visualization that you did when you were in elementary school. Bring that back. So that's what I'm working on. It will be posted at manifestbigdreams.com, as well as on my Instagram page, Manifest Big Dreams Gal on Instagram, and on Clubhouse. I'm Lynn Owens. Lynn Owens. So
Oh,
that's the next thing for me.
okay, well, I'll have to catch you on Clubhouse because I'm at DJ Curveball, so we're both on
Yeah,
Clubhouse.
yes, absolutely.
So you just gave out your contact information. Is there any other final advice? Oh, well, I guess I should back up and ask, are your services nationwide or are they just local to where you are?
My services are nationwide. I work via Zoom. I have clients internationally. So the way I work is my services are nationwide. What happens is clients go to my website and they schedule a free consultation. It's no cost. And that consultation is so that I can find out and so you can find out if we may be a fit together. Because what happens in that hour session, I help you fight for your dream. But it could be at the end of that session, you say, well, you know what, Lynn, I don't think I'm ready for this right now. And everybody isn't ready for coaching when they call. Some people aren't ready to dive into the commitment because I like to work with clients for 6 months to a year. So you go there, you schedule an appointment, and then after that, we talk about your dreams, where you are now, what are the barriers. And on that consultation, I lay out a plan based upon what you're telling me about your mindset and your beliefs. Because if you don't believe in yourself, listen, nobody else is going to believe in you. You have to have unshakable self belief, and not unshakable self belief in what you can see, but unshakable self belief that you are creating the life of your dreams, even if you're on a park bench and homeless. You got to have unshakable self belief, because if you don't believe, nobody else around you is going to believe.
Absolutely. Is there any final advice that you would give the listeners as a coach? Just any kind of final words of
Yes, well,
encouragement?
thank you for affording me this opportunity. Anytime I get to share my passion, I consider it an honor. So thank you for this time and this space to connect with your audience. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And if I had to give one final piece of advice to everybody listening, I would say pursue passionately your dreams. It doesn't matter if it's to start a podcast or if it's to open a car wash, but take daily baby action steps. And when you don't know what step to take, ask for the next best step. Whatever you believe in, whatever higher being, ask for the next best step. Because if you take baby steps, all those baby steps create momentum and success. Rome wasn't built in a day. It was a lot of baby steps. So I would say absolutely pursue your dreams, believe in your dreams, but more importantly, take that action towards your dreams.
Well, for those who want to manifest big dreams, one more time, go ahead and throw out the website.
Absolutely. Manifestbigdreams.com. You can find me on Instagram at Manifest Big Dreams Gal. And on Clubhouse, I am Lynn Owens. And again, DJ Curveball, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for this opportunity.
Anytime. This is why I do this show, to motivate and inspire and promote others that motivate and inspire. Lynn, thank you so much for
You're
joining me today.
welcome. See you soon.
And listeners, please be sure to like, rate, and review and subscribe after listening. For more information on the Living the Dream podcast, visit www.djcurveball.com. Until next time, stay focused on living the dream.